Hi everyone, today we will explore and discuss the House Targaryen's family tree, known poetically as the House of the Dragon, from the fantasy drama television series House of the Dragon, which is a prequel to Game of Thrones, so let's get into it. The House Targaryen of King's Landing, often known as the House of the Dragon, is Westeros's royal house. House Targaryen conquered and unified the kingdom a century ago, led by Aegon the Conqueror and his sister queens Visenya and Rhaenys. Aegon I, also known as Aegon the Dragon and Aegon the Conqueror, he was the Targaryen dynasty's founder and first king, conquering Westeros and uniting the kingdom alongside three mighty dragons, Balerion, Vhagar, and Meraxes. His sister and later wife Visenya, she played an important part in Aegon's conquest of Westeros, with her most significant achievement being the single-handed and bloodless capture of the Vale of Arryn. And his second sister and later wife, Queen Rhaenys, also known as Queen Consort, she also helped Aegon invade and conquer Westeros 3 centuries before the events of the series. Aegon and Visenya together had a son, named Maegor I, also known as Maegor the Cruel. He was the third ruler of the Targaryen dynasty. He is regarded as one of the most tyrannical kings to have ever ruled the 7 kingdoms. Aegon and Rhaenys also had a son, named Aenys I, also known as Protector of the Realm. He was the second ruler of the Targaryen dynasty. He is known for encouraging the faith and initiating the faith militant uprising. Maegor was married to Queen Cerys. Her uncle planned their marriage to bring the throne and the faith of the 7 together. Queen Cerys was from House Hightower, which is a vassal house from the Reach that is loyal to Lord Bronn of Highgarden. Their seat is the Hightower, located in the magnificent city of Oldtown, Westeros' oldest, biggest, and second most populated city. Maegor's second wife, Alis Harroway, whom he married in a secret Valyrian ceremony which was officiated by Queen Visenya, while he was still married to Cerys, which King Aenys Targaryen later found and exiled Maegor from the kingdom. Queen Alis was from House Harroway, which is a Riverlands noble house that no longer exists. Their seat was the castle of Harrenhal, which was given to them upon the demise of House Cohaerys. However, the Harroways also died out, and the castle was passed down to the House Towers. After Maegor was exiled by King Aegon from the kingdom, he married Queen Tyanna of the Tower. She was rumored to be the natural daughter of a Pentoshi magister. Aenys I had 4 children, his first child and the eldest daughter, Rhaena Targaryen. She was born at Dragonstone Castle, who later was married to his brother, Aegon, according to Valyrian custom. His second-born child and the eldest son, Aegon II, also known as the Prince of Dragonstone, he was named after his grandfather. He died in battle, known as the Battle Beneath the God's Eye, against his uncle, Maegor. His third child and the second son, Jaehaerys I, also known as the Old King. He was the longest reigning king in the history of the 7 kingdoms, having built the King's Road and reconciled with the faith following the faith militant uprising. He was also a dragon rider, riding the bronze dragon, Vermithor. And his fourth child and the second daughter, Alysanne Targaryen, who later married his brother, Jaehaerys. She was a dragon rider. Her ride was Silverwing, a huge second-generation offspring of the first 3 Targaryen dragons. After killing Aegon II, sometime later, Rhaena became one of Maegor's black brides, women whom he widowed and then wedded, which also included Eleanor Costaigne and Jane Westerling. Jaehaerys and Alysanne together had 4 children. Their fourth child, Princess Alyssa Targaryen, she was mentioned in the House of the Dragon Season 1. She married her older brother, Prince Balon. Their third child, Prince Balon Targaryen, also known as Balon the Brave, he was a dragon rider, who used to ride Vhagar dragon. Their second child and first daughter, Daella Targaryen, she was born in 64 AC. She was timid and easily intimidated. She was also extremely scared of cats. And their first child and first son, Aemon Targaryen, also known as Prince of Dragonstone, he died before his father, causing a succession problem, that who will be the next king. Aemon was married to Jocelyn Baratheon. She was mentioned indirectly in the episode, the Black Queen. She died in 112 AC. She was from House Baratheon, which is a great house of Westeros that has long ruled the Stormlands on Westeros's eastern coast, which are called for the frequent storms. Daella married Roderick Arryn, and together they had a daughter, named Queen Aemma Arryn, also known as Aemma Targaryen. She first appeared in the episode, The Heirs of the Dragon. Balon and Alyssa Targaryen together have 2 sons. Their oldest son, Viserys I, also known as Viserys the Peaceful. He was the fifth Targaryen king to rule the Seven Kingdoms. He was a gentle, friendly, and peaceable person. And their youngest son, Daemon Targaryen, he is a prince of the Targaryen dynasty. He is a well-known warrior and a dragon rider who fights with the Valyrian Steelblade Dark Sister and rides the dragon Caraxes into battle. Daemon was married to Rhea Royce. Their marriage was arranged by Aemma. She was heir to Runestone. She tried to kill Daemon in the fields of the Vale, but as a result, she ended up dead. She was from House Royce, which was ruled over the Vale as the Bronze King, until he was ousted by House Arryn with the arrival of the Andals, after which he became its vassal. Aemma married Viserys sometime prior to the Great Council of 101 AC, and together they have a daughter, named Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen, also known as the Realm's Delight. She is strong-willed and self-sufficient. She is also a dragon rider, and she rides the dragon Syrax. Rhaenyra married Laenor Velaryon in order to reunite the two most powerful houses in the kingdom. He was a skilled tactician and a warrior. Currently, he is missing and believed dead. Together they have 3 sons. Their oldest son, Jacaerys, also known as Lord Strong. He has a pleasant personality. He wants to be a successful, respected monarch and is prepared to do everything to defend his family and his claim to the Iron Throne. Their second son, Lucerys, he was a strapping young man who was skillful with weapons. He was killed by Vhagar during the battle between him and Aemond, the son of Viserys and Queen Alicent. And their third son, Joffrey. He was named after his father's deceased companion, Sir Joffrey Lonmouth. He is a dragon rider, and he rides dragon Tyraxes. Although Jacaerys, Lucerys, and Joffrey's legal father was Sir Laenor Velaryon, but actually they are the illegitimate sons of Harwin Strong, the oldest son and heir of Lord Lionel Strong of Harrenhal, and the brother of Larys Strong from the House Strong. Laenor's younger sister, Laena, she was a valiant dragon rider, and she rode the dragon Vhagar. She incinerated herself by heading to Vhagar and ordering the dragon to burn her alive, which Vhagar unwillingly complied. Their mother, Rhaenys Targaryen, the daughter of Aemon Targaryen and Jocelyn, she is kind-hearted, curious, impetuous, and prone to flights of imagination, with a mischievous side to her personality. She rides Meleys, also known as Red Queen. And their father, Lord Corlys Velaryon, also known as Lord of the Tides, and the Sea Snake. He is an intelligent man. Despite his numerous conflicts with King Viserys, he stays loyal to the kingdom. He passionately cherishes his legacy and prioritizes blood above power. Corlys's younger brother, Vaemond Velaryon, he was a commander in the Velaryon Navy. He was proud of his Velaryon background. He was killed and decapitated by Prince Daemon during an audience in the throne room. House Velaryon of Driftmark is a noble house of Valyrians in the Crownlands, and one of the few houses of the Seven Kingdoms aside from the Targaryens that began in Essos. Laena Velaryon was married to Daemon Targaryen shortly after the wedding of Rhaenyra Targaryen and Laena's brother Laenor. Together they have 2 daughters. Their eldest daughter, Baela, she is brave dragon rider. After her mother dies and Laenor appears to have died, she becomes Rhaenys Targaryen's ward. And their youngest daughter, Rhaena, unlike her sister, she doesn't have a dragon. As a child, she felt neglected by her father, and that was the reason she wanted a dragon. After the death of Laenor, sometime later, Rhaenyra marries Daemon, the incestuous relationship which had been developing for some time. Together they have 2 sons, their oldest son, Aegon Targaryen, also known as Aegon the Younger. To distinguish him from Aegon II, he is currently 4th in line for the Iron Throne. And their youngest son, Viserys Targaryen, he is named after his grandfather and uncle, King Viserys. He is now the 6th in line of succession to the Iron Throne. After the death of Viserys' first wife, Aemma, sometime later, Viserys marries Alicent Hightower from the House Hightower and a close friend of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen. Together they have 4 children, their firstborn son, Aegon II. He is the Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and the 6th King of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men. He rides the dragon Sunfire. Their second child and the only daughter, Helaena, she is seen as odd and strange, with a fascination in bugs and a tendency to communicate in cryptic language. She is married to his brother, Aegon. Their third child and second son, Aemon Targaryen, also known as Aemond One-Eye. He is noted for his serious demeanor and intense internal motivation. He maintains a bitter vengeance against his nephews Luke and Jace because of their childhood fight, in which he lost his left eye. and their fourth child and third son, Daeron Targaryen. He is a ward of House Hightower in Old Town, raised first by Hobart Hightower and afterwards by his son Ormond. Aegon and Helaena together have 3 children. Their eldest son, Jaehaerys Targaryen, he appeared in the series, where he was playing with his sister as their mother does her needlework. Their eldest daughter, Princess Jaehaera Targaryen, she also appeared in the series, where she was playing with his brother as their mother does her needlework. And their youngest child and second son, Prince Maelor Targaryen. While Maelor has yet to appear in House of the Dragon or the official guide, he is included in the title sequence as one of the 3 children of Aegon and Helaena. Aegon Targaryen is married to Daenerys Velaryon, from the House Velaryon, which is mentioned in the Ice and Fire. Together they have 5 children, their first child and eldest son, Daeron I, also known as the Young Dragon. He was the Targaryen dynasty's 8th king to rule the 7 kingdoms. He is remembered for his failed conquest of Dorne. Their second child and second son, Baelor I, also known as Baelor the Blessed, he was the 9th king of the Targaryen dynasty, succeeding his elder brother Daeron I. He is recognized for his zealous piety. Their daughter, Princess Aelena Targaryen, she was imprisoned by her brother Baelor, along with her sisters, at the Maiden Vault to avoid carnal temptations. Their second daughter, Princess Rhaena Targaryen, she is characterized as a feminine beauty, delicate and charming, and more rounded than her 2 sisters. And their third daughter, Daena Targaryen, also known as Daena the Defiant. She was mentioned in the House Targaryen's entry in the book, The Lineages and Histories of the Great Houses of the 7 Kingdoms, in Game of Thrones Season 1. Viserys II was married to Lara Rogare Targaryen, which was mentioned in the World of Ice and Fire book. Together they have 3 children. Their oldest son, Aegon IV, also known as Aegon the Unworthy. He was the Targaryen dynasty's 11th king to rule the 7 kingdoms. He was noted for his unending gluttony. Their daughter, Nerys Targaryen, she was an ardent devotee of the faith of the 7. She married to her brother Aegon IV. And their third child and second son, Prince Aemon Targaryen, also known as Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, he died protecting King Aegon from the brothers of Terence Toyne. Aegon and Nerys together have 2 children. Their son, Daeron II, also known as Daeron the Good. He is the 12th king of the Targaryen dynasty to rule the 7 kingdoms. He is renowned for quietly bringing Dorne into the realm. And their daughter, Princess Daenerys Targaryen, she was a princess from the Targaryen dynasty and the namesake of the later Queen Daenerys I. Beside his legal children, Aegon IV had 3 illegitimate children. There was Aegor Rivers, also known as Bittersteel. He is the founder of the Golden Corporation, a sellsword corporation in Essos made up largely of Westerosi exiles. Brynden Rivers, also known as Bloodraven, he was mentioned in the House Targaryen entry of the book, The Lineages and Histories of the Great Houses of the 7 Kingdoms, in Game of Thrones Season 1. Shiera Seastar, she was also mentioned in the House Targaryen entry of the book, The Lineages and Histories of the Great Houses of the 7 Kingdoms, in Game of Thrones Season 1. Aegon IV also had an illegitimate son with Daena Targaryen, named Daemon Blackfyre. Born as Daemon Waters, he was legitimized by his father upon the latter's death. Later he adopted the name Blackfyre, after the ancient Valyrian steel sword of House Targaryen, which his father had also left to him. House Blackfyre, it was an extinct cadet branch of House Targaryen, which was created by Daemon Blackfyre. Daemon married Rohan of Tyrosh, which was put together by Daemon's half-brother, King Daeron II. Together they have 4 sons. Their firstborn son, Aegon Blackfyre, he was his father's heir. He died at the Battle of the Redgrass Field, with his father and his brother. Their second-born son, Aemon Blackfyre, he also died at the Battle of the Redgrass Field, with his father and Aegon. Their third son, Daemon Blackfyre, after the Blackfyre loss at the Battle of Redgrass Field and the deaths of his father and elder brothers, Daemon was brought to Tyrosh by his uncle Bittersteel, where he lived with his mother Rohan and younger brother. And their youngest son, Hagen Blackfyre, he lives in exile with his family, and currently he is the head of the Golden Company. Hagen has a son named Daemon Blackfyre. He is named after his grandfather or his uncle. He was the first Blackfyre born in exile, in Tyrosh, the ancestral home of his grandmother. Daeron II was married to Mariah Martell. She was a Dornish princess from the House Martell of Sunspear. Due to her marriage to Daeron, Dorne came under the authority of the Iron Throne. Together they had 4 sons. Their firstborn son, Baelor Targaryen, also known as Baelor Breakspear. He was named after Baelor the Blessed. He is recognized for being as knowledgeable, courteous, and kind as his father. Their second-born son, Aerys Targaryen, in the books, he is referred to as bookish. He was skinny and stooped, with long, straight hair. He was mentioned in the episode A Golden Crown in the Game of Thrones. Their third son, Rhaegal Targaryen. He was born at King's Landing. He was weak, docile, and insane. He was infamous for dancing nude around the hallways of the Red Keep. And their youngest son, Maekar Targaryen, he was irritable and gloomy, with a fast tendency to criticize and condemn. He lacked charm and found it difficult to acquire friends and alliances. As a fourth son, he selected as his personal emblem the Targaryen dragon quartered. If you want to continue and learn more about the members of the Targaryen family and their connections with other houses, then go and check my video, The Game of Thrones Family Tree. That was all in the House Targaryen's family tree. Thanks for watching. See you all in next video. Till then, take care.